All right. For everyone out there listening, today is May 31st, 2021, which here in America is Memorial Day. And of course, it was originally known as Decoration Day. And most people are off today. Some people may be out there working. So shout out to everyone out working, or if you're staying home and just kind of celebrating with your family, your friends, and your fellow combat buddies. So be it. And just taking the time right now to thank everyone who has put on the uniform and served, whether they served for a year, a lifetime, if they served their 20 years and got the pension, it doesn't matter. Serving is serving. And just want to give a shout out to those people for a specific reason. And we're at this tipping point where they are going after masculinity. They're going after everything that is masculine, everything that is tough. And in the service, you need to be tough for whatever you may face from an enemy force. So all of your service has been appreciated. I know a lot of veterans aren't getting the help they need with mental health, financial help, things of that nature. And I would hope that you guys go and find some outreach programs and other veterans to find out what is the best way to help you. Because here in the Migtown podcast, we do appreciate your service. And one of the big things is that we really do like knowing that these guys aren't alone, because I know that the veteran suicide rate has gotten out of control, right? Just like when men get divorced, raped, and we actually have your back here. And I just want to give you guys a salute. So shout out once again to all veterans. And Tim, I know you guys have a holiday also. You can go ahead and give a shout out to the Canadian faction.
I mean, our holiday just honors the Queen, Queen Victoria. It's Victoria Day, but that was last week. That holiday is colloquially known as May 24 or the May Long, and it's usually the unofficial start of summer. It's also usually the start of fishing season in a lot of our lakes. Typically, they have a ban on fishing while the fish are spawning to ensure that there's a healthy supply of fish for everyone.
Yep. Yeah, we just had our fishing opener here. We'd always go up north. When I used to eat fish as a kid, we'd go up north, Breezy Point Resort, and fish. Yeah, those are fun times. Me, my brother, dad.
Minnesota is the most Canadian state in the US. Fishing is a Canadian pastime. It's what you do when you're not playing hockey. And as you know, the great province of Ontario is the land of like 20,000 lakes in your backyard
Yep.
and an abundance of fish. It's all around a great time. Like you've got this whole serious message about veterans, and
Hmm.
the Canadian Army is it's in a sad state, but it's not. It doesn't have to do with the progressive politics. Like they do sensitivity training and cultural
Ugh.
awareness, especially around Indigenous people, but that's always been a thing. That's not something new.
But you know what though, Tim? Your special forces is no joke.
No, yeah, our JTF2 is. I mean, look, if you're the enemy of our special forces, don't be surprised if you get shot from like 3 kilometers away.
Yeah, you guys' special forces is no joke, man. Like we always poke fun at Canada and everything, but from what I've known about your special forces, I know guys that are, all forms of the service, right? Air Force, Navy, Marines, and never knew a guy who was like, like Delta Force or anything. I think that's one of the few ranks I never knew, but these guys will tell you, man, they're like, yeah, they're pretty hardcore. There's some, I mean, everyone's special forces is obviously better than the regular military because, of course, the standards are much stricter. But yeah, man, something
The
else.
problem is our equipment is horrible. Our Chinook helicopters are held together by duct tape and hopes and prayers. In fact, we had
Mm,
one go down recently, killed a couple soldiers.
God
They
damn.
just fall out of the sky sometimes. No, JT, Joint Task Force is what it stands for. We did not go to Iraq when George Bush and Tony Blair did. Figbat will remember Tony Blair.
We all remember Tony Blair. Very slick.
We did go to Iraq with our special forces, but we'll never properly acknowledge that.
Any last words for veterans?
Well, we have a huge Me Too wave hitting senior commanders.
Ooh, Leximus has something to
So
say about that.
Yeah, we have a bunch of them that are just kind of resigning and it's almost abandoning their post to a point.
What would you say to those vets? What would you say to those like high ranking guys?
I guess I could say I told you so. What are you doing messing around with women in the forces, man?
Honestly, okay, okay. Now Gal Gadot or Gadot, however you say her name, the girl who plays Wonder Woman. When she served, right, and in where she's from, they have men and women split. That needs to be a thing.
Well, they have mandatory service in Israel.
Correct. No, but I'm saying gender by gender. You cannot have men and women serving anywhere. They can't be near each other to prevent all of that because
Yeah.
Leximus knows it's gotten out of control. And so in Memorial Day, you want to honor the people who have fallen, right? The people who serve, the people who have fallen, and yet we're seeing more people fall now over allegations, right? And that's unfortunate. Obviously, there's going to be a X% of those that are totally legitimate, right? And obviously, guys in this country might have been Leavenworth, but at the end of the day, it's like you should be more focused on that career path in the service of the country, not service of your next ejaculation. So hopefully the guys are practicing dick control because from what I've been hearing, it's about to be like a huge Me Too wave about to hit the service here in the States too. They're
Yeah.
going. I mean, with Biden and Harris in office, they're about to go full force on that. So hopefully the veterans who are there now, the guys who are serving, you're keeping yourself protected. You guys know what I'm talking about because I've been hearing stories, man. A lot of allegations out there and a lot of thottery on these bases. So that's all I got, man. Is just to thank the veterans.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Thank you for protecting the land of Justin Trudeau.
Maybe they should take some time off then, right? And let an
Yeah.
invasion happen.
Well, there is the Me Too wave kind of hit the rank and file soldiers. They're having this reckoning with sexual harassment and how uninclusive they are to women in
Of
the
course,
forces.
of course, of course, of
So
course.
there's like this gender sensitivity training that's going on.
Aw, so sweet.
Um, but that also hit our police force too. So we have a federal police force, much like you have the FBI, we have the RCMP. Um, they have a huge sexual harassment uh wave, I guess, going through. And that's the other thing too, Drex, is there are veterans who go into the police force and they find that policing their home city is worse than anything they saw on the battlefield,
I believe it.
especially if they're in Portland or Chicago or Baltimore or Gary, Indiana.
Well, my brother served, and my brother will tell you. He served in Iraq. Did a tour in 2005, and he'll tell you right now. He goes, if I'd rather be in the service than be a cop, just dealing with all the nonsense. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but I mean, Memorial Day can also include them. I mean, there are people that and they're protecting the homeland in other ways. So, yeah, I mean, even that includes everybody, right? Your nurses, doctors, because I mean, hey, these guys get injured on the battlefield, someone's got to help, right? So, I mean, it's a full effort, right? I mean, taxpayers have to pay taxes so that there's a military budget to supply them with armory and things of that nature. So, I mean, it's very cyclical, right? I mean, everything kind of is in one big circle. You have this huge cycle of ebb and flow, but hopefully, guys out there aren't getting discouraged. Obviously, we saw the Russian military versus American military ad, and that's very disturbing. So don't get discouraged by all the anti-male rhetoric for those of you in the service, and that they call you a monster and all this stuff. Don't get discouraged by any of that. I hope those guys know that all the guys out there, red pill, going their own way, are letting you know that we stand behind you, we support you, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I wonder if they'd let you take a doll out on deployment. Like if you were in the Navy and you were on a ship, would they let you bring a doll?
We'll get in touch with Phil about that.
Yeah. Phil will start parachuting dolls into into the battlefield.
Metal Gear Solid style drone drops.
There you go.
That's gonna be the next thing, man. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here and go to work. You got anything left, Tim?
No, I've said my piece.
All right, that's everything. Peace out, y'all. Happy Memorial Day.
See you guys.